Arsen, President Trump himself says he's going to try and be there. I think he's going to end up then probably in Egypt to sign this deal. What sort of reaction from locals will President Trump get when Air Force One lands in Tel Aviv on Monday or Tuesday next week?
They talk about royal treatment. We don't really do royalty here in Israel, but if we do, it'll be for President Trump. I mean, look, quite frankly, no one could have done what he did. There are some who chose the path of performative gestures and stunts and rushing to recognize the Palestinian state. But President Trump really dug down and did what was necessary. He got the Israelis together. He got the Arab world together to put forward the most comprehensive deal and plan to not just return the hostages, but to really end the war and to disarm Hamas, because without that, we're just going to be repeating ourselves. I don't think anyone could have done that other than President Trump, and it shows a difference between, it actually shows what serious leadership is. I know we're meant to, there's meant to be an announcement about the Nobel Peace Prize in the next half an hour or so. And honestly, it's hard to fathom anyone other than President Trump that truly deserves this honor at this time.
Your own president, Benjamin Netanyahu, I mean, he apparently was told by Donald Trump, Benny, you can't, Foreign Minister, sorry, you can't continue to fight the world. You've got to at some point realise that, you know, you've got to negotiate and deal. How has that gone down in Israel? Does he now have support?
Look, I think at the moment in Israel, there's overwhelming support. I mean, absolute unity in terms of seeing this hostage deal done and ending the war. Israelis are, renowned for disagreeing on just about everything, but there is, I think, almost universal agreement and support for this particular deal. And look, there's certainly no denying that Israel faced some difficult challenges in the public arena, but ultimately, I think President Trump's comments were not a validation of any kind for the actions of some countries that rushed to recognize the Palestinian state or sought to apply punitive measures against Israel. But ultimately, it was what ultimately will achieve this deal, which hopefully in the next few days will eventuate with hostages home, was strength and resolve, really, not further concessions and political appeasement.
Just finally, you've seen these things come and go before, and people toss around the word peace pretty literally. Yeah. Do you think it really is going to be a lasting peace, a two-state solution?
Look, honestly, only time will tell. This is just the beginning. Peace won't be achieved overnight or through a single agreement, but there is a lot of hope at the moment. Certainly, with the hostages coming home, that's really the first step. Once the hostages come home, we can then really talk about the rest. But I think the plan that President Trump has proposed, that Israel has agreed to, that Hamas has agreed to, and that has the support of the Arab and the Gulf world, is a long-term plan, because it also talks about disarming Hamas. It talks about de-radicalization of Gaza. We can't have a repeat of this situation again. So I think there is a lot of belief that this peace plan will be seen through. I guess only time will tell.
Arsen, thank you very much for your time live there from Tel Aviv. Incredible what's going to unfold there in that particular spot where Arsen is over the next 3 or 4 days.